Hello, everybody. Namaste. Jai Arunachala. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. A question I was asked: is time linear from the non-dual perspective? Let me read the question from non-dual perspective. Is time linear, or does it all exist in the now? Lovely question. Is it linear, or is it here and now from the non-dual perspective? So instead of going into, since we are going to talk about the non-dual perspective, which is the higher perspective to understand the mysterious existence of the universe, the mysterious existence of myself as a body, myself as a soul, myself living here or there, and comprehending the meaning of my existence, non-dual perspective is the only perspective that can answer it, and that will always be the only perspective that will continue to answer these kind of mysterious questions that human beings always have. Other than human beings, at least from this planet's perspective, no other species has these questions because they don't have the intellect or the reasoning power. Unfortunately, the reasoning power, unfortunately, the intellect that humans possess. Having said that, coming back to the question, is time linear, or is time here and now in the present moment? So, this is the way to look at it. Time from the cosmic perspective is beyond measure. Time from the non-dual perspective, cosmic perspective, is beginningless and or endless. It has no beginning, it has no end. Because the cosmos is so vast in its proportion, in its size, and so vast in its time frame that it is beyond the comprehension of a limited human mind. So, from the cosmic perspective, from the non dual perspective, time does not exist in that sense because it is neither with any beginning period or any period where we can define as human beings, oh, this is where and when the time will end. No, we cannot achieve that state of mind, achieve that state of clarity, I should say. We cannot achieve that state of removal of obfuscation, removal of that confusion. And therefore, the time from the non dual perspective is timeless. It is beginningless or endless, number one. Number two, from the earthly perspective, from the mundane perspective, that beseeches me at every moment of my life. I'm I'm already mired into my world. What time I'm going to get up? What time am I going to have my breakfast? Where am I going today? What am I doing? When is the wedding taking place? When is the flight taking place? When are they arriving? When are we leaving? When is that happening? When is that not happening? The games, the politics, and this and that, and the world. And therefore, I'm always constantly being challenged by measuring time. Now, having said that, time in a mundane way is here and now because that's the only way I can understand it. I do not know where this time came from. I did not know what exactly the way things transpired yesterday, and certain things I liked and certain things I did not like. And now today, I think I should have done that yesterday to manage that situation better. but that time is already gone. And you tell, and I do tell myself, I can't do anything about it. It has already happened. So that time, which I think is in the present moment, happened and is gone momentarily. Similarly, I do not know what today presents to me right now and will continue to present to me till the end of what I call a day. And by the way, I'm not going to digress, but the Vedas, the Vedic literature, has a humongous explanations of time, which is in Sanskrit called kala, which also means death, which also means beyond birth or death. Anyway, so in that there are various permutation combinations of a second, a fraction of a second, what I call by English calendar, English time structures, second. But there are lots and lots of them. But we are not. This is only about the non-dual perspective that we want to focus on. So, in the earthly sense, the time is always here now, but I don't accept it as here now. I accept it as something I have to do, have to accomplish within half an hour, within half a day, within half a month, half a quarter, half a year, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. I have a plan how to get my children settled, how to look for this and that, how to wrap up my company, how to pay. So permutation combinations are galore. So time from that perspective, from a mundane perspective, is here and now. It only exists because it exists according to my perception of my mind, which is nothing but a bundle of thoughts. As Bhagwan Raman Maharshi has explained to us, mind is nothing but thought forms. Does not exist without thoughts, and you cannot be without thoughts. Let no guru make you believe that yes, you can be thoughtless. Yes, yes. For that workshop, for him to charge that money, you can talk and say, yes, sir, I was thoughtless. But no, you cannot be thoughtless. But you can be beyond thoughts by not attaching yourself to any of your thoughts. But anyway, not to digress, we actually are capable of comprehending only what my mind tells me. My mind is nothing but my ego, and my ego defines my time as it is happening to me now. This shouldn't have happened. This should have happened. That person shouldn't have done this at this time. I should have prepared better for this time, etc., etc., etc. So if I go in the, again, coming back to the non-dual perspective, my mind is so limited and so egotistical that I think I'm managing my time. I think I'm controlling my time. Yeah, I will do this in next 5 years, or I might, or whatever, right? But I also think that because I traverse from here to there in this much time, or I fly from here to that point in the skies to a planet or to a galaxy, I think that I know what the cosmos is all about. Like when we were kids, we thought we knew everything by the time we were getting out of high school, right? When we had begun to really begin to think a little bit about a little bit independently, we had begun to think that, oh, I know everything. An 18-year-old child thinks that they have seen a lot of world. Only when you become 60, you begin to see the reality that you haven't seen much. And by the time you're beyond 60, 70, 80, 90, then you say, oh, there are a lot of things I will never know. I don't know. I did not know. So when I look at the cosmic size of the cosmos, I know that what I can know, what is knowable, is only 0.01%. Now, is time linear or time here and now? Time appears to be linear because the cosmic equation is cyclical. It is a never-ending cycle. And I'm traversing in this cycle. And I'm thinking that I'm managing this cycle, this time, this life, which I'm not. But isn't it circular then? The time is circular, is cyclical. It is cyclical. Then, but I think it's linear. Yes, yes, you think it's linear, just as. And I'm going to end with this. Listen carefully. Just as Earth is round, but you, we, all of us, we think is flat because we can measure the Earth's circumference in our daily dealings with it. It's the same ratio with the cosmic energy. It's the same ratio of time, that my time of 100 years is not even a dot, is not 1 trillionth of a dot in the actual time frame of things. So, with that, my fellow friends who are on this path of non dual understanding and clarity, time is neither linear nor here and now. It is beginningless, it is endless. I, with my limited definition, my limited capacity of my mind, I think it is either linear or it is cyclical, but it is not. Thank you for listening. We shall meet again, and please keep your questions coming. We all are students, and we can continue to learn. Arunachala, the mountain you see behind me, Arunachala. Jai Arunachala.